Are you ready to unlock the door to your future? Whether your dream is to wear the uniform, serve your country, or secure a specialized role in the military, your journey begins with one test, the ASVAB. This isn't just another school exam. It's the gateway that determines not only if you qualify to enlist, but also what kind of opportunities and career paths will open for you once you're in. Every year, thousands of candidates walk into testing rooms feeling nervous, confused, and unprepared. But that won't be you, because today, we're walking through everything you need to know to master the ASVAB. This is your complete spoken guide, designed to make preparation clear, motivating, and effective, even if you haven't studied math or vocabulary in years. The Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery is a multiple-choice test developed by the Department of Defense to measure strengths in different subject areas and match you with the right military jobs. It has 9 parts: general science, arithmetic reasoning, word knowledge, paragraph comprehension, mathematics knowledge, electronics information, auto and shop information, mechanical comprehension, and assembling objects. 4 of these sections combine to give you your AFQT score, which determines if you qualify to enlist. The others help determine which job roles you qualify for. The test is given at MEP stations on computers in a self-paced adaptive format or at Mentee sites on paper. Some may even take the PICAT at home under special circumstances. For many test takers, math sections are the most intimidating. Arithmetic reasoning focuses on solving word problems. These questions present real-life situations and require you to translate them into math language. For example, if a car travels 60 miles in 1.5 hours, what's its average speed? To solve these problems, you need to carefully identify what's being asked, pick out the numbers, and apply the right operation. Reading slowly and paying attention to wording is crucial. Underlining key information during practice helps build that habit. Knowing basic formulas like distance equals rate times time, ratios, percentages, and simple interest gives you a strong foundation. Practicing a few problems daily builds speed and confidence, far better than cramming at the last minute. Mathematics knowledge focuses more on traditional school math, such as algebra, geometry, integers, and exponents. You don't need advanced math, but you do need accuracy and speed with the basics. Be comfortable with order of operations, factoring, solving equations, properties of shapes, area and perimeter formulas, fractions, decimals, and percentages. One of the biggest mistakes is getting stuck on one question for too long. If you can't solve something in about a minute, move on and come back later. Because the ASVAB is adaptive, the early questions you answer correctly set the difficulty path for the rest of the test. Starting strong matters. Next, your language skills come into play. Word knowledge is essentially a vocabulary test. You'll see a word and need to choose the closest synonym. For example, the word ample most nearly means plentiful. Expanding your vocabulary daily is one of the most powerful ways to raise your score. Study a few new words each day using flashcards, apps, or even sticky notes. Understanding prefixes and suffixes like pre, ante, bene, or mal can help you figure out unfamiliar words. Reading regularly, whether it's articles, short stories, or military materials, naturally strengthens your word knowledge. Paragraph comprehension measures how well you understand written information. One effective approach is to read the question first and then read the paragraph so you know what to look for. Focus on the main idea, key facts, and logical inferences rather than overthinking. For example, if a paragraph explains how technology plays a key role in modern military strategy, the main idea revolves around technology's importance. Strength in these language sections has a direct and often dramatic impact on your AFQT score, so don't underestimate their importance. Once you've mastered the core AFQT areas, the technical sections decide the kinds of jobs you'll qualify for. General science includes basic biology, physics, chemistry, and earth science, the kind of content you saw in middle or high school. Review human body systems, simple machines and forces, states of matter, chemical reactions, earth layers, weather patterns, and astronomy basics. You don't need to memorize entire textbooks. A good prep book and regular review are enough to cover most material. Electronics information focuses on electricity and circuits. Make sure you understand voltage, current, and resistance through Ohm's law. know the difference between series and parallel circuits, and can identify basic components like resistors and capacitors. Learning to recognize simple electrical symbols gives you an extra edge. The auto and shop sections are more practical. They cover common car parts like engines, brakes, and transmissions, tool identification, and shop practices like drilling and sanding. Even if you don't have hands-on mechanical experience, short visual lessons online can make these concepts easy to grasp. Mechanical comprehension tests your understanding of physical principles like levers, pulleys, gears, pressure, force, motion, and gravity. Many questions use diagrams, so practicing with visuals works best. Learn to quickly figure out which force is stronger, which gear turns which way, or how pressure moves in fluids. Assembling objects assesses your spatial reasoning. You'll mentally fold shapes or match puzzle pieces. This might seem unfamiliar at first, but with regular practice, your brain adapts quickly and your response time improves. Beyond content, success on the ASVAB depends on strategy. Practicing under time conditions is essential because the test rewards both accuracy and speed. Taking full-length practice tests builds stamina for test day. Focusing first on your weak areas ensures steady improvement. Using the process of elimination helps when you're unsure of an answer. Even narrowing it down improves your odds. And never leave questions blank because there's no penalty for guessing. A structured study plan makes everything manageable. Over 4 weeks, you can build solid readiness. In the first week, take a diagnostic test and focus on the basics of arithmetic and vocabulary. In the second, build daily math and vocabulary habits while adding science review. In the third, start practicing mechanical and electronic sections and work on timed mini-tests. In the final week, shift to full practice exams and targeted drills for weak spots. Studying consistently for even 30 focused minutes a day is more powerful than long, unfocused cram sessions. Equally important is your mindset. Many people return to studying after years away from school, and it's easy to doubt yourself. But the ASVAB doesn't measure your intelligence or your worth. It measures your preparation. Everyone starts somewhere. The difference between those who pass and those who excel is consistency and smart strategy. Imagine walking into the test room with calm confidence because you know exactly what to expect. Picture the pride of seeing a high AFQT score and realizing it unlocks more opportunities, better jobs, and a stronger future. That's what this preparation is about, and that brings us to the finish line. You now have a complete spoken master guide to understanding and conquering the ASVAB. We've covered every section, every strategy, and the mindset you need to approach this test not with fear, but with power. If this helped you, don't let your preparation end here. On ASVAB Prep Academy, we post weekly strategy lessons, practice question breakdowns, and motivation to keep you on track. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and share this with anyone getting ready for the test. Comment below and tell us which section you want us to break down next. Remember, preparation plus consistency equals results. Good luck on your journey. You've got this.